Can I have this? Empty oil tank.
That one is empty. A new tank.
I can use his stuff. Star Chart, Southern Skies. I'm gonna just yoink that from you, buddy. What do we got? Here. No, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal, Tyvian ore, drawn with the metals and crystal. King Sparrow feathers. If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, or what's left of it. We're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you gotta slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one is going to miss if any of the odd crap you seem to need. Hey, guess what? I've been collecting those. I'm just yoinking all this stuff. Do I get portals? Do I get to talk to GLaDOS? Failed experiments. There's so much reading to do. Excerpt from a series of lectures on natural philosophy. Of course I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's designs. Of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community, striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. This sounds like the fights between Tesla and Edison. That's what this is reminding me of. Okay, this is not long. Excerpt from a manual on new city watch procedures. Interesting. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. Interesting. We'll come back to that one. You have so many books. Ooh, Hemlock Essence. Audiograph? Here, let's listen to that.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time, and then observe them for years if need be, to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
Oh, legal amnesty. If you need legal amnesty to do something, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Oil tank dispenser no longer has the upper hand with regard to his supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. We'll produce an empty vessel for filling. Oh, there's an oil tank dispenser. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly. For once. Okay, so... I wonder if I throw it if it blows up. Whale oil processing. From the founder of the Greaves Whale House by Ebenezer Greaves. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, then lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creatures, slicing off the fattiest parts while it still lives. That is beyond cruelty. Okay, let's skip over the whale vivisection one. Let's move on.
Now plug it in.
There. I did your thing for you.
Perfect. Thank you, Corvo. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still...
It's already terrifying.
There. Can you see normally? Some lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what
Hey, I got stuff. Yeah, let's have a look. What does he got? Crossbow bolts. I'll take some sleep bolts. You buy one at a time. I like the sleep bolts. Bullets, I'm not too worried about. Spring razor. Trap that can be placed on nearly any surface. Grenade, rewire tool, rewire circuitry, and turn security systems to your advantage. Interesting. What about upgrades? Crossbow accuracy and crossbow range. Ooh, which one do I want? Or equipment upgrades. Mask optics. Allows you to magnify your view. Bullet capacity, bolt capacity, grenade capacity. Bone charm capacity. The bone charm. I think we're gonna do that one. Yo, 600 for the reload? Okay, I need coins.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
Nah. Look around. Wow, round for a while before I head down.
Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
I need some coin. Can you do that for me? Read the craftsman tutorial. Bringing collected blueprints. Unlock new upgrades to buy. These services can be accessed by talking to Pierre at any time. Craft and upgrade gear with the money you collect. Okay, so just random stuff. Okay. This is a reading day. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of the trip, east of Tyvia, the crew hauled aboard a female, some 42 feet in length. I estimate she weighed 35 tons and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the massive tentacles around her mouth. But then I found row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assumed she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Baleen whales are actually really cool. Can I go through this door? No. Can I go out? I can go out.
My break with the Academy was explosive, for lack of a better word. I had to rebuild from scratch, but so much the better. I was sick of using tools made by lesser men.
You don't say. Okay, well, I've read all your books. What can I use these for? All I can do is turn them on. Oh, okay. Just randomly move stuff. I've got a room somewhere, I guess. Dunwall whiskey. Oh, here we go. This door's open now. What's down here? Okay, so we got some kind of sewer access thing down here. Hello. Processed whale oil. There's 30 coins. There's another 30 coins. Glad I came down here. I'm still in sneak mode.
Is the man dangerous?
Yes, very much so, but no need to fear. He is here to work with our masters.
People say he killed the Empress.
Of course he didn't. People are foolish and believe whatever they're told.
Okay. If the Admiral trusts him, then so will I.
Cecilia? Hi.
The Admiral served in the Navy under the Empress. But something happened with the Lord Regent that drove the Admiral out. If I understand it right.
Yeah, he doesn't recognize his position on the throne. Which, honestly, I don't either. Inch mouth decor plate. That's 100 coins? Hi, I'm just gonna yoink your stuff and go.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which, Wallace, please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
Okay, Lord Pendleton. Oink. I was never here. 202. Anything in here? More books. Oop, I see that. What do we got? Admiralty and the Fleet. I don't know if I want to read any of these. I might open them just so I can read them later. Havelock Log Entry 1.
Log entry 1-4. It seems we have moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. With Pendleton's voting block and my military connections, all we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt. N-bomb. Is this off? Switch. Switch, where the hell is the...
Good old failing at technology. Don't we all do it? Okay, oh, that was the wrong one. It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned. So I can only hope that they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Shara spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as a dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coldridge? And if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds of 1 in 5. Well, I beat your odds. I'm going to go ahead and open these. And I can read them later. Because, good lord, this is a lot of reading today. Oh, hello, this is a multi-page thing. I'm pretty sure there's probably stuff done in here. Wait. Wait. Notes. Books! Okay, everything's in here. I can always come back and just read them whenever I feel like it. Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2. Ooh. I might do that at some point. Hello. Master room key? How did I not see you a minute ago?
Downriver, as far as the river mouth and flooded district. Do not attempt to approach or destroy a river.
Harpooner songs. Hey, good old sea shanty. We all know this one.
Any items recovered.
Sorry, I don't do singing on video.
Considered state property.
Now I got the song stuck in my head. Thanks, game. Hi. I'm gonna take that pair. Litany on the White Cliff. Okay. This is a big room with a lot of stuff. Whoa. Where are we? Ooh, medicinal herbs. And what are we doing? There's a whole nother floor to this place. Bubbly. I hear bubbling. There's some loot down here. Look, a pile of coins.
Attention Dunwall citizens.
Can I see that coin?
Lady Emily Caldwin was abducted 6 months ago during her mother's terrible murder.
Has it really been
Anyone with
6
information leading
months?
to the location or return of the daughter of our beloved late Empress is required to speak to the City Watch at once.
Yoink. Okay, I'm getting distracted with stuff. Can I open this one? I can. Coin of 5. I like this idea of these coins. Shadow and Bitterleaf. Excerpt from a longer work of fiction. Young Prince of Tivia. Why do I feel like this is going along the lines of Skyrim, where there's 700 books in there? Nobody wants to see that. And some of them... Oh, that's volume 2. I already have that one. Can I have an achievement for finding all the books? Because of course I'm going to get that. Now let's go up here. Hi, Wallace. Well, I guess there is no third floor. Hi, Lydia. I'm getting distracted. I saw things. Ooh. What do we got here? Fugue Feast. Okay, I don't think I'm actually going to read most of the books on here. Because, good lord, there are a lot of them. Trials of Aptitude. Oh, we already read that one. Call to the Spheres. There are so many places to explore. Yoink. Coin of 10. Yeah, I'm assuming this is probably just my room in general, so. I will also assume that as I progress through the game, this room is going to change. Another coin of 10. I can drink. Oh, hello, medicinal herbs.
Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest.
Something tells me blood from the eyes. Something tells me I can do something with this wall later. I'm getting Half-Life vibes out of some of this. Okay, let's actually go sleep so we can move forward. I'm getting distracted with everything. Our bed was over here. Oh, I see a coin. I'll go to sleep now.